But so what I was saying is, when you guys get a triangle, every triangle, when you're learning basics, can become an omoplata. Later on, I try to get the omoplata like just straight up, but this is the way I was taught. So you go for a triangle. Let's say I get an overhook, and then out of the overhook, I use my thumb right here. I post, I put my foot on the mat, I bridge. So just stay down a little bit. Yeah. So like I lift my hip as a guy might be driving into me. You see, like pressuring just a little. And then now I can scoop my hip out. So the point of the bridge is that if I'm underneath here and I can't like just trim, you know, see how he's holding me? So I bump my hip up, hips go out, and my feet go to the hips. So now my feet go to the hips, my hand is pulsating here. So this guy cannot punch me with this hand. Like I'm blocking, and then I bring my shin up, and I bring my hand that was pulsing, goes around the back of the triceps, and I hold here. I've got my left foot in the hip, and sometimes you're gonna see my right foot detached from his hip. Like sometimes it'll be on the hip, like it is right now, like this. But sometimes I'll raise it even higher, and I'll have it here, okay? Either way. And then now, once we have this control, we have a great position now to set up for this triangle, or in the case of what I'm gonna go to is the omoplata, okay? So now, as I'm here, I can go down to the wrist, hip escape more, shoot my leg around. So as he's trying to close this gap, you see, as I'm here, controlling his wrist, I gotta get that foot out. And sometimes, you see, your foot, like you're like stuck to get the foot out. Sometimes your foot can get out right that way. See, at the crook of the elbow, right in there. So sometimes don't think you can always like take it out like this. Your toes get stuck. If you turn sideways, you can take it out there and then go here. If a guy tries to back out, you've gotta make sure that you keep his arm so his arm is stuck. And then boom, I'll wrap up and we get that high guard, you know? That guard it's a triangle opportunity, but it's not a triangle yet, okay? It's really just a guard that's wrapped up here. I like, we did a video a while back with Dan Camarillo, and that's how he described it. And I kind of like that detail of teaching it as it's just a guard. It's a guard that's wrapped around his head, his arm. It's not a triangle, it's just a guard. And the reason why is because now it teaches the student, stop trying to get the triangle. Stop trying to get the triangle. Like you're trying to get the triangle and the guy gets out. It's just a guard. Hold the guard and just make it snug. So if a guy's trying to get out, he can't like get out of it, you know? And now while I'm here, I'm just gonna hold his head, right? I'm gonna maneuver his arm, grab my shin bone, step on his hip, get my grip over here, and then make my triangle so I can get the choke. Now, let's say we get to here, but instead, all we're gonna do now is move his arm over to this side, okay? And then I'm gonna maneuver using my legs. I'm gonna kind of move him in towards my right instead. So instead of making this angle, okay, I'm gonna make this angle over here, push his face, and then triangle my legs this way. Now, his arm needs to be over here. Do not start the move with his hand here. Okay, if you start the move now, he can turn his palm up like that, and then he walks to face me and pulls his arm right out. See that? So one more time, I'm in a triangle scenario. Okay, I got that high guard I'm holding here, and I'm thinking, I can't lock a triangle. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Okay, this might start with an attack where you're trying to, what I like is always pushing the arm this way to look for a kimura, but maybe I can't get the arm for whatever reason. Maybe he locks his hands. I'm just making up stuff. So you can't go to the kimura, but now I'm gonna go to the omoplata, okay? Push his face, pass this foot this way, and triangle, and now you notice his arm is here. If the arm ever ends up here, immediately push it across and get it back over here. If it ends up so far that it's way around here and he's locking his hands, man, don't even play this game. If this is here and he's locked his hands, I would much rather you guys look back try to suck him back into a triangle and go here, okay? Of course, it's easier said than done once you've already committed. But what I'm trying to say is we messed up if this is over here, okay? It is possible for us to go into, just connect your hands, into a belly down scenario, and then flip him into an arm bar. So that's also an option. Go ahead and sit on back up. That's an option as well. But what I'm trying to say is, I like to believe that I screwed up if I allowed it. So the arm's gonna be on this side, in your armpit, between your armpit and your hip. You're gonna be going here, okay, and going here. Now, what do we do with our legs? Because there's a move. I don't know. Let's find out if Dan knows it. Do you know what I'm talking about? The toe hold, Dan?
No.
Okay, so you're gonna grab my foot, the toes, and he actually pulls it over his head, and he toe holds me on the back of his neck. He lifts his head up, and he pulls the toes down, and he gets a submission. Okay, so that's a move that's possible. Okay, it's definitely possible. So if you triangle the way I'm teaching you, because this is how most people start teaching just super beginner basics. You teach the omoplata, you go to your triangle, and you're here, and then the guy sees your foot, he grabs it, pulls it over his head, lifts his head up, and then you also want to put your neck a little closer to right there. And he might even step his left foot up, and I mean really crank down and head up, and right there. That's a nice stretch in the morning, okay? So, I just showed you that is a move. We have to be aware of it. If I ever triangle, I'm dorsiflexing my feet. If I ever have a guy grab my leg, my foot, I immediately stretch my left foot and it goes under my Achilles tendon. And that will then negate his movement. When he tries, he won't possess the leverage in order to break my foot anymore, my ankle, okay? So just be aware, okay? If you ever triangle and you feel a guy grab it. Okay, having said that, what are we gonna do now? I need to make my angle and I wanna get parallel. Once I'm parallel, remember what I said, this hand can never come out. So if it ever starts to come out, use your right hand to push it, and then my left hand in the gi would be grabbing onto the belt or the pants. I'm gonna be grabbing for his hip, and then I'm gonna swing this hand and sit up, okay? Once I sit up, get a good tight grip around the waist as best you can, okay? And now make a little circle with your feet, okay? I wanna scoot and get to my left butt cheek, make a little circle, and I need to get this foot behind me. I do not try to omoplata with locked legs. The lock is used to get up to here, to keep his arms secure, but the moment you get to here, now we open our legs, I take a nice bite with my left leg so that I'm holding it with one leg. If he wants to pull it out, it should be very difficult because my stomach is controlling his wrist, and then my calf muscle and my hamstring is pinching his arm in the nutcracker as I hold the waist. As I put my foot behind me, I lift my bottom, and I'm gonna come up 45 degrees. So we're gonna learn offense and defense. First, I come up 45 degrees. If I need to, I can hold the wrist, get the tap, and then I'm gonna let him do a right shoulder roll. As he does a right shoulder roll, we immediately cover into side control, doorstop style, okay? Don't try to come over here with your right arm. He might get an underhook on you, and then the scramble will start. So I put my right hand on the near side, left hand on the far side. Even if he underhooks me, it's okay. We control the hips. See how I'm controlling the leg? And we end up in side control right here, okay? Just like so. He's gonna get his guard, okay? He's gonna execute his closure guard. And then he's gonna get his overhooks. He's gonna go for the biceps so I can't punch him. He's gonna get feet on the hips. If you have to shrimp, remember the bridge and the shrimp. Yeah. And then now he's here, I can't throw punches. He's gonna shoot a triangle. Maybe at this point he realizes I'm already coming in. See, I'm starting to posture and pull out. This is a great time to go for the omoplata. It'll push my face. Okay, triangle your legs. He's in a pretty good position right here. It's very hard to get him in that move. He's already made his angle. He's already sitting up. Notice where my right wrist is. It's trapped in his hip. I can't pull it out. I can't lift him very good. Occasionally you'll be in a seesaw battle with a strong opponent and he may lift you and send you back to your back. If that happens, straighten your legs up to the sky with the crossed ankles, straighten them up to the sky, and then chop down and sit up again until he can fold that left leg really tight, right foot behind him, sitting up 45 degree, no locked legs, okay? And sit up, go ahead, get your weight up on top of me. He can go far shoulder with the left hand, and then 45 degree submission, and then I turn. See how I put my shoulder down to the mat? Go ahead and keep coming up forward, grabbing the waist, yep. I hit my roll. As I roll, I want to get the guard. See that? Maybe even a possible triangle, maybe even a possible omoplata. So when you do this, do not put your arm inside. This is the arm that's around my waist, okay? You see it? So as I'm rolling, you're gonna get, no, that's way too much space. You're gonna bring this elbow, see, I wanna come through here. As I come on top, this elbow's gonna cut between this elbow, nice. See that? As he slides right into the doorstop. Okay, so he gets to the other side, he has great control. And then the drill starts again. I'll frame up, hip escape. Ooh, I could go to it right now, but we'll go to the triangle setup. Overhook, post, hips up, hips out. Controlling, shoot the triangle. Can't get the triangle. Turn to the omoplata, sit on up, okay? 45 degrees, I'll get the tap. I'll let him roll. Now watch how I come out of this. He wants the guard right here. I have to get my elbow between here, because if not, I'll be turning into a guard, okay? Or even giving him something. So when you guys are coming here, your elbow sneaks in between, and you get right here into side control, okay? That's the start of your omoplata journey, okay? Let's get it going. We'll fix little problems. Let's go, 1, 2, 3. All right, guys. This is a lot, but the good thing is I have a really small group today. I only have 4 guys, so it's gonna be so easy because I can bounce back and forth between 4 people and give them all the little stuff. I try to give you guys something right now in this video that is completely basic. You probably already learned this at your academies if you train. If you guys don't train, then it might be completely new. But if you guys train, which most of you do, you've probably already done this before. And then there may be a couple details that maybe I left out that your instructor provides. But then there's also could be a few things that maybe if you're doing an ultra kindergarten omoplata, maybe I gave you something there that you guys can kind of use and improve on. So thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Comment down below. I appreciate all the subscribers. Guys, please like, every time you guys do that or you hit subscribe, we have a lot of people that are not subscribed. So I was looking at the analytics just the other day. There's so many people that are just watching Teach Me Grappling and they're not subscribed to the channel. So if you guys are not subscribed and you're just watching because it's always showing you, Google's always showing you our videos, and so you click on them, please just help us out. Hit subscribe. It really, really would help because I'm always doing these videos. I'm always giving you guys what you guys need and what I love to do. It's what I love, but it would make our channel so much bigger and stronger and better. So thank you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys next time with more great stuff.